Okay, so yes, so we are live now. Okay, we are
That's good.
live now. So I will just share the link with you
Hello,
right now.
everybody.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So I'll just quickly share the link so that we can invite people to join. I mean, your followers. I trusted that when I posted that. I mean, people were saying, "Hey, wow, I really know this guy." So you are even a big time in Ghana here. I mean, a lot of you. Yeah, a lot of
Uh,
people saw you in Ghana here. I was like,
is
wow.
that is that
I was like,
true?
wow. You are really doing
That's
amazing,
following my
amazing
friends
work.
on Instagram.
Yes.
I'm
Oh
gonna.
yeah. So I've sent you the link on WhatsApp. So we can,
Okay.
if you can, yes, I've sent you the link to this live.
Okay, I've seen it.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So you welcome everyone. If you are watching us, I would like to take this opportunity to welcome you wherever that you are watching us from. I would like to take this opportunity to say you welcome. Okay, so this is Edward Amwakon. That is the platform. And in today's video, we are going to talk about how to unlock your creative ideas or how to be creative. Let me put it in simple terms as a graphic designer. I mean, we are in an industrial world that is not a static. I mean, this industry is very broad. You cannot determine what will happen in the next 20 years or in the next 15 years or 30 years to come. Always you have to stay focused and be upgrading all the time. So if you are a graphic designer, if you are a creative designer, you are a video editor, a brand manager, a social media manager, it doesn't matter your field of work, wherever that you are watching us from, you are welcome. And I believe that this live series is going to change your creative ideas. It's going to have an impact on your skills a lot. All right. So kindly subscribe to the channel and stay focused. All right. If you have any question too, please don't hesitate to drop them in the comment section and I will be quick to read them. Any question that you have, I'll be quick. So I have the man himself. I mean, he's from all the way from Nigeria, all the way from Nigeria. I have known him for over, I think, 2 years now. And I mean, just that we have not seen ourselves before. Always we talk on phone, and he has been a very good friend of mine. So he's Joel, the same name. If I don't pronounce it, I'm in trouble. Joel Ooreofe. I don't know if I pronounced it correctly. Please forgive me. I'm a Ghanaian, so I may not get
Let,
it.
let me teach you now. Can I teach you now?
Oh, why not? You can teach
Can I
me.
teach you how to pronounce it now?
Yes,
Joel Ooreofe
Ore, Ore.
of Ooreofe.
Oh, okay, so Joel
So you pronounce
Ooreofe.
it together.
Okay, Joel
Yeah, good,
Ooreofe. Wow, wow, I've got it
nice.
right. I've got it right. So
Did a good job.
a quick intro. So Joel is a creative designer with this is a visual arts artist with over 4 years of experience in graphic designing or professional graphic designing. I mean, he has the skill. Yeah, so he has trained over 16,000 people online. Wow, 16,000, close to over 17,000 graphic designers, creative designers all over the world, not only in Nigeria. And he's also passionate about personal branding. That is why I said it doesn't matter your field. Maybe you are a social media manager, wherever that you are welcome. All right. So, Joel, you're welcome to the channel.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah,
So
thank you so much.
the floor is yours. I mean, you're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. I mean, there are people watching us all over the world. I know people are watching us from US. I have people watching us from Ghana, Nigeria. So today we'll be talking about how to unlock creativity as a graphic designer. Okay. So
Mhm.
what is creativity as a whole? When you say creative or being a creative, what does it mean?
All right. Just like I said, I'm
Okay.
very passionate about personal branding, development, and all of that. And in terms of developing, okay, creativity now, everybody wants to develop. So
Yeah.
as you are trying to develop, creativity begins to like get different meanings. Okay. I hope you,
Yeah.
you are still with me. Creativity
Yeah.
begins to have different meanings to you, despite the fact that there is a particular way to define creativity. There's a particular method by which you go creating things. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
but for me personally, okay, my definition now is from the general view of people plus what I personally think. Okay, creativity generally can be defined as the ability to think and come up with something that is usable and that is beneficial to either your community or to yourself or to people around you. Okay, that ability to come up with something good, okay, that somebody will see and say, wow, this person is really thinking. Okay, creativity deals with the mind, with the brain. Now, what I have added is creativity is not just being able to come up with something, okay, but having that
Mm-hmm.
mindset that that thing can be better. And yes, I think I should stop there for now. I think you
Wow.
you got my point, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I believe that my audience also got it. So please, I'm also saying this again that if you have any question, drop them in the comment section, and then I will read it out to him, and then he will answer for us. So right now that we know what creativity is, by using your imagination to come out with something new. The last time a friend of mine asked me a question that is there is there any possible for somebody to a graphic designer to design something which the person did not get any influence, not the person did not get anything is I mean he wasn't inspired by any designer. He didn't see somebody's work to get inspired. He got it from the scratch. Is it possible like that? I don't know
The
if you
software you used,
I hope
yeah,
you
I
get.
got the question.
Yes. So
Yeah.
is it
First,
possible?
to start with, the software you used to design was designed by somebody. So I would say you did not do that design from scratch. From that, the software used, whether you are using Photoshop or Canva or whatever, is from somebody. There's something about creativity. Yes, we are all creative. Okay, we are all creative, and in a way, we are creative in a way that God has wired us in the sense that when we take things in, we have the power to think, change that thing, make it better, and then push it out again. So what I feel is whenever you design something, whenever you come up with something really good, something must have influenced. That's why we call it inspired. This was inspired by this. If you look at our hit musicians in Nigeria, they always say, yes, I'm inspired by so person. I think it's the same with Ghana. I know about Shatawale from your side over there. That is a very good musician. I know about many of them. They always say it on the TV. Kudos to this person. He inspired me to be a this and that. I love his style. Okay, things that we consume. Now, this is where it all lies. That when you want to be creative, you have to consume creative things. Okay, it's not possible for you to sit, okay, and just come up with something from scratch. There is a quote by, is it Birago Diop? I think Birago Diop is from Ghana too. I think so. Oh,
Mm.
yeah, from Senegal. Birago Diop is from Senegal. He's late now. Now, he said that art is not out of vacuum. Art cannot come out of vacuum. It can't come out from an empty space. Okay, so if a space is empty, it means there's no inspiration there, there's no knowledge, there's nothing. But if your creativity is coming from the knowledge of something, it means that you have been inspired by somebody has done it before. You might have not finished it, you might have just done a percent of it, but you have been taking in the knowledge of that person, and now you have processed it and you're bringing it out as a new
As a
idea,
new.
refined idea. Yeah, that's what I would
Wow.
say about that. Let me stop there for now.
Wow. Wow. Thank you so much. So, quick one now. Let's move on to the process now. I'm a graphic designer. I have a
Yeah.
skill. I mean, I know how
Very
to
good
use.
one. Very good
All
one.
right. Please,
Very good
it's just a
one.
question. I am not. It's just a
Very good
question.
one.
I'm a graphic designer. All right. I'm using myself as a case study over here, and then um, I have um this skill. I know how to use Photoshop. I know how to use Canva or any other software that you are using, and then I have this project. Maybe I'm coming to work on now. I want to stand out. I believe that if you are designing a church flyer or any other design that you are about to design, somebody has done it before. But then I want to stand
Yeah.
out. Is there a process that I have to follow in order for me to be creative? Do we have a creative process? Do we have a process that you have to follow for me to unlock my creativity? Maybe I'm stuck. I don't know where to start. I don't know how I can get the background. Is there any process for me to, follow before I will start
Yeah.
my design?
Just like I said, God has made every one of us creative. Okay.
Mm,
So this process I'm about to say now might not be compulsory for everybody, but it is something that is very important to note. You have to know the steps. Okay. You might not follow the process as I used to follow it because you are also creative in your own way, and I'm creative in my own way. But then there are there are there's something we call garbage in, garbage out in computer. As you put it in, as it comes out. If you are a designer and you do like that, it means you are not processing it. Okay, you are not going through you are not going through growth. You are not doing the right thing. Now let me use an example. Imagine you are supposed to plant a seed of rice, okay, to grow rice. Okay, you want to plant a seed now. Imagine you plant that seed and it comes out, the rice comes out now, spreads leaf, and the only thing you found on the rice is just a seed. How would you feel?
mm. Wow.
The same thing that you planted, now
Mm-hmm.
it's coming out and it came out with just a seed. Okay,
Wow.
just a seed. You put in a seed and the plant grew and it's coming out with that same seed that you put in, just returning it back to you. How would you feel? It means the plant did not actually grow. It was just feeling itself. So same with designers. When you take in idea and you are like, okay, this person put title here, description, this other side, put phone number here, and those are the three things. Oh wow, I like this design. The person use black color with white for the other part, and you carry it to Photoshop. You put it one tab, you put it on another tab, you put your own design on another tab, and you're like, yes, let me. I do copy paste. Yes, this is my own design now. You change the name there, you change it to your own. Can you call graphics? You change the phone number, change it to your own. Ah, wow, I've been so inspired by this person, and you go
Mm,
ahead to post on Instagram without even giving credit whether you are using it to practice or something. So that
mm,
is just the same thing. Garbage in, garbage out. So there is a process. The process now is you
mm,
consume, Okay, before you consume, you need to know what you want. When you are going online, you need to know, okay, yes, I want to go and get inspiration for flyers. Personally, these days I've been going online a lot just to feed my eyes. Okay, it's not when you want to design the flyer, you now rush to Pinterest and start looking for flyers. That might push you to replicate what they have done. But when you just at your leisure time, okay, instead of talking bad about somebody or doing something that is not necessary, just pick up your phone, start scrolling Pinterest. 2023 flyer design trend, 2023 logo design styles. Just scroll, enjoy it, and by the time you are designing your own, different little ideas from a lot that you have seen will begin to come out. You won't even feel it. It will begin to come out on your work. Okay, because what you can't give what you don't have. Let me just put it that way. You cannot give what you don't have. Once you have consumed them, you need to process them, and then you are able to give it out. So you won't be like that rice that went in as one, went in single, and is coming out single. So that is what I think. And with what I've said now, I think the process is just know what you want, okay? Know what you want,
Know what you
go
want.
online, look for what you want, consume what you want without
Okay.
intention of replicating the same thing, except you are just practicing, you are just starting. Consume what you want, go ahead,
Okay.
sleep, think about it, ruminate about it, think about how you can make it better, how you can make it different, how you can create your unique style out of what you have seen, and then sleep over it. Don't do it immediately. You except you are in a rush, you don't need to do it immediately. Since you are inspired, think about the idea, you can jot it down, different things, and then you come out, you create your own, you see that it's a banger. People will be like, wow, this is nice, this is that. And by the time you give credit to the work that you have produced, that okay, I was inspired by Mr. Edward so design to create this particular design. By the time Mr. Edward will see the design, wow, I'm so proud of this guy. You mean he created this from what I did? Wow, this is nice. He will not be like, ah, he stole my design. This is the same thing. He just changed the name. He will not be angry at all. He will rather be proud of you. So that is just a simple process. Consume, ruminate, process it, and then sleep over it, then come out to present your own.
Amazing.
So I should stop
Amazing.
there for now.
Wow. 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 So, guys, I believe you are really enjoying. I told you that this guy, he really knows a lot, and I'm really blessed to have you on the platform. Now, my
Thank you very
question
much.
is that this question goes to everybody. I mean, every creative designer used to ask this. I mean, we are all in the field that no matter what, somebody will be higher or somebody will be good than you or somebody will be
Yeah.
better than you, no matter what. Now, maybe let me in Ghana here. I don't know if it has the same thing in Nigeria. In Ghana here, or maybe all over the world, we have universities that are doing graphic design course at a whole. You get it?
Yes.
Somebody can go to the university purposely to go and learn graphic design or maybe technology in graphic design and maybe multimedia. Okay, 4-year course. And then somebody can also go to this same university to do accounting, to do education, to become a teacher. But you are going to this university purposely as a graphic designer. Now, at the end of these 4 years, I know that the university thing, I don't know from there, but in Ghana here, per my investigation and my questions, I get a lot of feedback from people that even the school there, they don't teach the practical. Let's say if you want to know Photoshop, they don't teach you from scratch. They don't train you from there, but what they train is book. Okay,
Yeah.
somebody who did not go to this same university, the person just learns it online. YouTube is there, took online courses from Joel, for instance. I bought a lot of courses. Any courses that the person sees, the person try to, enroll in. Okay, now let's look at the two. I'm asking that does experience somebody who have been in this field for 10 years and somebody who just started like 2 years comparing their creative ideas, does experience really counts or really determine your creativity?
Okay. Every single time, experience counts. Okay. Every single time it counts. But the experience that counts is as low as just 6 months of creating. Okay, so if you have like 10 years of experience in graphic design and you are using 100% of the experience to foster your creativity, it will really show, like it will show. Okay, then if you have 6 months too and you really use the 6 months experience, it depends on what you've done with the 6 months. Are you watching movies? Did you take two free classes and you said, okay, now my experience in graphic design has started, and you just stay like that? So your experience during the 6 months, what do you use the 6 months for? If you use it efficiently, it will also show. Now when they place both of you that use 100% together on a norm, you guys should know that, okay, yes, this person, that's why we have senior designers, we have junior designers, because they spent more years and now they can design better than the junior designers. Even when the junior designers copy is bright, shiny and all of that, and is very creative, they can still correct you that you should remove this, you should move this, and their correction will be so constructive. So it depends on how you use that time of experience. I don't think the length really matters a lot. Sorry to say, I've seen a lot of people online that started graphic design before me, and I think I think so. I'm not to conclude now, but I think I'm kind of doing well than they
You are
are.
doing well than them.
Okay, now I'm not trying to say they are not trying their best. There's something I want to chip in. What I want to chip in is that everybody have this creativity, but the level is different. The level of creativity is quite different. Some of some of these people, some of us, we were born artists. Like when we were small, we started drawing things. It will be easier for such a person to be very creative. Some of us, we've gone through a lot of things in life that we just have to be creative. Okay, why some people, they came into the industry to look for money, which is correctly like 100% right, to come into an industry to look for money. Okay, so we can't measure the creativity the same way, but God has given it to everybody. So now, that is what I just want to chip in. So that is why it is very, very important. That little time of experience you have, if you have low creativity with experience, it will really take you very, very high. We have heard stories of people that they were doing sheets like absolute nonsense when they started graphic designing. But by the time now, look at them, they are really doing well. Even though the level of creativity is low, but when they efficiently use the time, their experience very well, it will really boost it. When they don't take one free course and say that, I'm now a graphic designer, without even looking online to see what people are creating, looking online to see whether there's one course somewhere or how they can watch YouTube to get better. They just know how to use the software, and then they go, I'm a graphic designer, and they start competing with the stars they see. So
Wow.
let's use that time efficiently, and that will balance up the equation. That will balance up. And let me say this before I round up. Before I round up that aspect, there's a client for everybody. There's a client for everybody. Whether you are super
There's
creative,
a
you have
client
10
for
years of experience.
everybody.
Yes, there's a client for everybody. By the time I started graphic design, just like 4 weeks into graphic design, I had a client that I designed
Hmm.
for. And they were like, wow, this is so beautiful. Oh, wow. And when I look at such designs now, I'm like, what? Did you really say this was beautiful? Do you mean it? So everybody has a client. Okay, everybody has a client, and that's a topic for another day. It is your responsibility to get to the eyes of your clients. So as you're upgrading, you change your clients. If they can't pay, you move to the next level and all of that. So nobody should
Wow.
look down on himself that I'm not creative enough or I'm just starting graphic design. We all have clients. So that's it.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much. So if I'm to understand you very well, if I'm to understand you very well, that means that being what we call being creative, that's not necessary. I mean, experience also counts, but it's about how efficiently you use that experience. Somebody can be in this industry for over 5 years. I am using myself as an example that I started graphic designing when I think 2019 that we joined GDA, right? 2019, if I'm right. So 2019, 20, 21, 20, hey, is it 2019 or 2021 rather? Sorry, 2021 that we joined the, you've muted your microphone, so you can check that.
Oh,
I
sorry
think
about that.
2021 that we joined the GDA. All right.
Yeah,
So,
that's true.
so 2021, I can say 2022, 2023. Now, almost 2 years, I can say. But roughly, I can say I started before joining the GDA. So,
Yeah,
roughly, I can say over 3 years, just less than 3 years now, with the experience in
and
that
look,
designing.
doing really well.
But what has really helped me, I'm sharing this to everyone, per what you said, that sometimes creative designers, we look down upon ourselves anytime we see people doing amazing stuff. When you go to Pinterest, when you go to Instagram, and then you see people design, you say, oh, where will I also get there? Forgetting that you are also doing good. Just as you said, maybe we can talk this thing maybe some other time, that every designer has a client. When you design for somebody, somebody will love it. That same design, when you send it to somebody, to the person will say, no, 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 I don't like it. So, in
Hmm.
as much as wherever in the field that you are, I mean, as you said, the process is read more. The when you visit Pinterest, you practice more, and then you get there. Now, my question is, then I'll go to the comment section. I think there are one or two few questions that has come. I mean, yes, I would like to read it out. But before I go to that, I'll ask this question, that um does practice, somebody who practice all the time, somebody who
Okay.
practice every day, does
Yes.
constant practice, I mean, this question will boils down to my mic app. Yes, my mic app is asking this particular question that is on the screen. He's asking, does consistency count when it comes to graphic designing? So in one way or the other, he's trying to say that, does consistency count when it comes to creativity? Somebody who is, I mean, designing constantly, does the person's creative skills, I mean, develop?
All right. I think every effort that you put into your business, okay, every single effort you put into graphic designing, you put into, even if it's negative effort, it will still count negatively, okay? So every effort counts, okay? If you put negative effort, it will count negatively, in a way that it will reduce your quality and all of that. Now, consistency counts every time. Okay, consistency counts every time. Now there are two ways it can count for you. Okay, it can count low, like, or it should not just count at all. I still count that as counting. Shey you get? I hope you are getting my point. Either it's
Yes.
low, very very low, like it's close to zero, but it can't just be zero. It will surely count, whether it's very very low, which is not good for you, or it counts really well. Now let me make this clear. When it's low, it's probably because, okay, you are consistent, you post on your social media every single day, you practice make perfect, practice this, practice that, you practice, okay, but in your process of practice, you are practicing what you already know. Like, you are doing the same thing over and over again, saying you are practicing. Yesterday you put A on B and put it on a black background. Yes, I've designed for today. Consistency. You post it on your Instagram. Then on Tuesday, let's say yesterday was Saturday, today you remove the A and B, you put happy Sunday, the same background, the same style of design, the same whatever. You put it on your Instagram. Tomorrow, you remove the happy Sunday. You say it is Monday. You change the text. You put it there again without changing anything. Without, but you are still consistent on social media. The consistency is that people will see that, this guy dey try, this guy is uploading every day. But you are not getting better. You are actually not getting better at designing, because you are simply replacing text every day. What are you trying to do? Are you trying to get better at replacing text, or what? I don't really understand. So there are different types of consistency. That's what I'm saying. So you are not getting better, and you will be getting low results, low improvement. Practice doesn't make perfect, okay? But practice gives room for improvement. But when you are practicing the same thing that you already know over and over again. You are not ready to explore other possibilities. You are not ready to try other styles. You are not ready to do other things, try new things that people are doing. You just stick to one that, omo, I already know this one. I will only do this one style of design. You will meet a client who doesn't like your style of design, who doesn't like that style of design. And by the time you meet such clients, it will be very, very difficult for you. And by trying other things, you get broader knowledge of the software you are using. There is a lot to it. Okay. Now the second one is the one that will actually give you results. I think you already have a clue now. After I've explained the first one, you already have a clue now about the second one. The second one will give you results when you practice. You go, just like I said, Pinterest is there. Just like Mr. Edwards said, Pinterest is there. YouTube is there. Online courses, online
Joel is
coaches,
there.
yeah,
Joel
everywhere.
is there. You are there. You
Mr.
are there. I
Edwards
mean,
is
I
here.
can, I can say on a more serious note that let me chip in this before you continue. You see,
uh,
anytime I am designing, I mean, I don't rush. Mostly, I quickly go to Instagram. I mean, nowadays I don't know what has come over me. Instagram has been my wonderful place that I
it's
have
a good
one or
place. It's a good
yes,
place.
I have some few people that I really follow. I follow them, especially you. I will just quickly go to your Instagram page, scroll through, be sure this particular designer. Hey, wow, this particular the person Joel placed this one here. How? Okay, me, I'll put it here. Why did he use the colors? Before I will think about it and then try to get some inspiration from it. So please, if you are looking for somebody to follow, he's the best. I can recommend him. Yeah, he's the best. He's also on YouTube as well. I will leave his link is in the description.
Thank you.
So please comment. Don't forget to go and then watch him. He's doing amazing well. Okay, so you can continue,
Yeah,
sir.
thank you very much.
I think the network is okay. All right, the network was not really on point. I mean, Joel's network is doing off and on. So he will quickly join us very soon. His network is not going through. So please, if you have any question, don't forget to drop them there. If you have any question, drop them in the comment section. Any question at all on creativity. I mean, if you have any question at all, I mean, if you are not creative enough in this industry, you are going to mess it up. Even if you get the skill, doesn't matter how best you know how to use the Photoshop. Most of us, there are a lot of people out there who knows how to use the Photoshop. I mean, a lot. Okay, they really know how to use the Photoshop a lot, but how creative are you to use it in order to achieve what you want? So Joe, if you are there, let me hear from you so that
Yeah,
you will join us. I have some
here
few
now.
questions. All right, okay.
Yeah,
So I have some few questions for you. Okay, so this question, then I think this question will be our last, then we are done. We don't want to waste my time. I believe you have a lot of things to do. Maybe some other time we'll also look at it. Now the question is that,
I'll show you.
is it good as a designer to copy somebody's design and then you call yourself, because that is why you said that, oh, I don't want to be called a graphic designer, because nowadays I believe people go on Canva. I'm not saying that Canva is not good. Canva is
Yeah,
good, but the thing is that because Canva has a lot of templates over there, I mean, what they have to do is just go there, just search for whatever that you want. The design is there, change the text. Maybe probably you can
one or
change the
two.
color, one or two things. Then you go, you save it, and then you send it to the person. Wow. Now, are these softwares? I mean, this AI thing that is coming in, is it really making us creative enough? Now Adobe clouds or Adobe people have introduced generate fill and all that you have to do is just tell whatever that you want Photoshop to do it for you, and quick one, boom, you get it. I mean, are all these helping us to be creative enough? Because unlike at first Photoshop where you can just have your images and then know how to manipulate them by using photo manipulation. Now AI is there, generative AI is there. Are these
Sharp.
really helping us, or they are even making us lazy?
Actually, both. Let me say both. They are helping some people and they are making some people lazy. For me, I think it's helping me. AI is actually helping me. Sometime around, okay, a few weeks ago, I started to like use AI to generate some models. Okay, models that I use to design my Instagram cover page. Now, in the sense that instead of me going online to look for images, black man standing smiling, raising this and typing those keywords on maybe on Splash and all of that, I just go over to Adobe Firefly, type whoever I want to appear, and it just appears, and I carry it, use it for my cover, and I give credit to Adobe that this design was generated using Adobe Firefly. So it made work easier. That has nothing to do with my creativity because I'm actually not the one that was designing those people that I went to download or those resources. I'm actually not the one that was designing them for their images of people. So now I'm simply generating images of people, but with AI instead of going over to search, and it will even have sharper quality. So basically, what I think is it depends on what you want it to do on you, what you determine that AI should do on you. In fact, if you want it to take your job away from you, it will actually do that. Okay. The way AI is revolving, it's not yet perfect to the extent that it will take people's job away, but it's revolving really fast that it can do that. Now, if you are lazy because of AI has made you very comfortable, it means that very soon you'll be part of people swept away with AI. But if you're actually using it to fuel your creativity, okay, to fuel your creativity, I don't think I can present a design that was generated with AI to my clients who already know how I design and they are going to accept it. If I give them access to the AI to use for themselves, if they design with it, they are not still going to be like, they are not going to like the design that they will create for themselves. So focus on yourself, focus on your unique style, use AI to make work faster. Okay, like you want to generate content for a flyer design, instead of you busy, you know the idea of what you want to write already. Now instead of you to be looking for English up and down, you can just go over to ChatGPT to know the meaning of some words, to type out some of the content you want to put on your flyer, to help you construct how a flyer should look like. Then you go over to your design software and do it. It makes your work so much faster. And then the Photoshop too, I think that of generative fill and all of that. I think it's a good update. Okay, that's a good update. And at the same time, it will make some people throw away their skill of photo manipulation. And if you look at that generative field, it's not when you do something with it, it might be mad, but you still feel that this is not human touch. Okay, there's something about this our mind. There's something about bringing to life what we have in our mind with our hand, bringing it to life by ourselves, rather than telling it to a machine to bring it to life. When we tell it to a machine to bring it to life, it will bring out what we want, but still not what this is still not what I have in my head to create. So by the time you focus on learning all those things and you don't become lazy by using AI, there are two sides to the coin. If you get lazy, it will make you comfortable and it will take your job away from you. If you are not lazy, it will leave you like that and you are going to keep on enjoying it. So that's what I think.
Wow. So if I'm to understand you very well, then it means that these um, these um, these AI tools are there to just help us. They are there to make us be creative enough.
Exactly.
So it is
Exactly.
up to you, the designer, to know how to use it. Because if you sit down and then tell yourself that, oh, the AI is there, the AI is taking your job and all that, then it is you rather making yourself lazy. Now, there are two questions that has come, and I'm going to quickly do that. You see that I made mention that there are times I know that you, for instance, I'm asking you, so you are going to help us a lot. Now, you, If you get a job or if you get a client that design
Yeah.
a project or you get a project to work on, do
Yeah.
you have minutes, do you have days, do you have time frame, how many days, how many hours can you work on in order for you to deliver to the person? Now I'm asking this because of this creative thing. Somebody can come to your DM and will ask you to design this for me in the next 2 hours. The person will come with his own time, design this for me in the next 2 hours, and knowing that for me to come out with that particular design. For example, maybe it could be a church flyer or it could be a brand like, let me mention Coca-Cola. I mean, they are not sponsoring us though, but I'm using them as an example. If you are to design
Yeah.
something, a poster for such big brand, you see that there are a lot of things that you have to go through because one, you want your brand to also go out there. Who designed this? Oh, Joel designed or Edward designed this. So you would like to
Not to
research.
come out.
Yes, you would like to research. You would like to take your time because you don't want to flop up in as much as how you go up. And then you are saying that the process of design, I have to do research. I mean, I have to think through the layouting, the kind of font I'm going to use, the kind of images that I'm going to use. I mean, it's mind blowing. So, how many minutes should I work on? Should I use days? Should I use hours? I don't know if you can take us through.
My
In
man
order
said minutes. He said
for
minutes.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, so this same
What
person that is
you
Mike
sharing
up
now?
asked, yeah, he asked this. That's the question
Okay,
on the screen.
that's nice. So what I want to say now, it's not something I should be sharing online so that you people will
This one,
not see
give
myself.
us a small tip.
So that you people will not see. But then it's very simple. If you want the job fast, you want it good, you might have seen this even somewhere online. That is basically my principle. If you want the job fast, if you want to rush me, you want me to leave some other jobs I have to deliver tomorrow, to deliver on your own in the next few hours, and you want it to be very good, the requirements, your demand will tell on your price. That's just it. So by the time you give me more money, I'll be more motivated to do a good design for you. Okay, so that is one thing about me. When I will increase your charge so that you know that yes, this is the reason, and I will tell you that the reason why it is like that is because you want to get it fast. So, and by the way, 2 hours, you can't bring work to me and tell me you want to get it in 2 hours. No, that's not possible. I will explain to you why it is like that. Just like you said, I have to make research. I'm working for you, so I have to do all my possible best to make it come out well for you. That is what I would like tell you. Okay, I want to try my possible best to make everything come out well for you so that you can be able to use it. It will stand internationally, not just rush work. And by the way, when somebody asks you who did this flyer, you will be able to confidently mention that yes, this is Joel Ooreofe that did this flyer, and they will be motivated to come to me too. Because by doing a flyer for you, I'm not only promoting you, I'm also promoting myself because people will ask, who did this flyer? So if you are having problem with rush work, except you are very desperate to get money, okay, and you are trying to use the low price strategy, which I will not advise, you should increase the rate and explain to them why it is like that, because you are going to be getting it fast, okay. And that is when you can afford to do it fast. When you have a big project to deliver tomorrow and you are even finding it hard to work fast on the project, and you are getting another one to deliver fast in 3 to 5 hours, because of the money, it might flop the one you are delivering now and one you deliver tomorrow. So rather than flop the two, you should just like keep one on hold. Tell them, sir, madam, I won't be able to achieve this within this short period of time. You should have come earlier. But if so can happen, if you can pay this amount, I can get it delivered tomorrow by this exact time. You give them a time that is maybe 1 hour away from the time you think you will be done. Okay, maybe you think that okay, when I finish this work, the one I'm currently doing, this brand or something, I'm going to send this to them by 7 a.m. tomorrow, and I will start working on your own project. In your mind now, you're thinking, I'll start working on it immediately, and by 12 p.m., I'm going to deliver it to you. Now you tell them, okay, yes, if you know this will happen and this will happen, and you can wait till 1:30 p.m. when I'm going to be done with the design. Yes, once they agree with 1:30, by the time you deliver by 12, they'll be like, ah, wow, that guy is super fast. In fact, he did a really good job. He promised 1:30, and guess what? By 12 o'clock, he already even showed up. He didn't even wait till the time he promised. So I think that will really help a lot. The summary of everything, if you want to do rush work, more money, rush work, more money. Yeah, and know how to present it. Don't present like you want to get all their money. Let them know why. Let them know why. Because you should it's your job and you should be in control. Yeah, so
So
that's
so
that.
so basically, if I'm to understand you, for you, the time frame does
For
not
me now,
really affect your creativity. I'm asking this, maybe probably the person is asking based on the creative idea. Maybe the person is not, you
mm,
see, at times I you see when the edge, or when the sword, or when the knife is very sharp, you don't struggle cutting, a meat or cutting something. So probably when it is
mm,
very sharp, I believe that when it is very sharp, show you get the thing done easily. So if your
yeah,
creative skill is very sharp enough, within 30 minutes or some few minutes, you can do
yeah,
whatever
done.
that you need to do. But if you are not
Yeah,
that up to that hardcore creative, that is where you would like to give yourself some time. So I am adding this to your question. That is Mike up, that know yourself as a designer, know your limitation, know what you are
yes,
capable of, know yourself, know really yourself. You have to know yourself. I mean, personal branding is also very, very important. You have to know who you are, that me, I am good at this, and with this kind of flyer I can use 24 hours to do. Let the client know, so that you will not disappoint the person. I believe we have answered your question. Now the second question
I
is,
forgot to add this. Sorry,
okay,
I
so please
forgot
you
to
can
add
add
this that
that. Okay.
um, you should know the time. You should know the time that your creativity flows the most. You should know what to do to make it flow the most. So when it's not close to that time and they want you to deliver fast, you already know from your mind, you know how the work will turn out. From your sometimes from your mind, you know. So know the time, know that time. Maybe it's in the night when everywhere is quiet. So you give them time that surpasses that night so that your creativity will come up when you take the ice cream you want to take or whatever. It comes up and you're able to design something good. I saw Mr. Edward taking some things recently. Maybe that is what boosts his own creativity. You
You
know,
know,
good
it's
food. And
bad.
I
I
saw
mean,
him enjoying himself right there in
oh
Ghana.
yes,
So I think that
yes,
boosts his
yeah.
creativity. So you know
I mean,
yourself, just like you said, know what you do, know what you want to eat to boost yourself, and
yes,
know
yeah,
the time that you are okay with it. Yeah, so
exactly,
that's it.
exactly, exactly. So you have to know what you do to get your inspiration from. So now this, I believe this will land us to this question from this same person. I mean, he's really, thank you so much, Mike Up, for, I mean, your amazing questions. I mean, we really enjoyed it. He said, how do you extract inspiration from a design? How do you extract inspiration from a design? The design could be, maybe you are designing a church flyer, you can get some inspiration from a party flyer, you can get inspiration from any other flyer at all. How do you do that?
Okay, yeah, it might just be something, it's very simple. It might just be something you like about the design. Okay, I like how this lights, I like how the lighting is being done. Okay, now you go over to, oh, how can I do this type of lighting on my design? And you go over to look for, okay, yes, this is how I can do it. So let me try it on my church design. Meanwhile, you saw it from a club design. Let me try it. Oh, that looks really nice. I like the way this guy arranged his text. But not that, okay, you like the way he arranged his text. You now like his text and join. His text, his phone number, and all of his design elements. You like them and join. You like the image you use. You now like everything together and you now carry all of them. Ah, let me carry this and you go and put it in your design. No, that's not how to be inspired. You get inspired by the thoughts of the designer. Okay, the thoughts. Ah, why did he add this? Why did he add this? Okay, probably he's trying to create this effect in the viewer's mind. Oh, why did you use this image? Okay, because the the church flyer is about prayer, so that's why he put the hand that is doing like this. So that's nice. Okay, it's Bible study, that's why he added Bible. So in that way you are getting inspiration and you are reading from the designer's mind. Okay, you are not just copying his work, you are viewing from his own point of view. When you sit on his own desk to view the design, okay, that's why he did this, this is why he did this, to be easier for you to also do your own, know the reason why you are doing all of those things. And that's why sometimes on Instagram you see somebody say, I got inspiration from this, and by the time you look at the design they are far apart from each other, but what inspired that person is still from there, and you just can't see it because he went into the designer's mind to see what he was thinking, and he thought the same, and he got it right. So that's it.
All right, thank you so much. So I will add up this very quick one. I'm giving you my knowledge. I mean my answer. How do you extract inspiration from a design? So one day I was designing this particular church design. At times, when you get a job, you can tell the client that, oh, give me the next day, maybe I can get it done for you tomorrow, knowing well that maybe probably at the point that the work came, you were not in the right frame of your mind. Probably you are disturbed. At times graphic designers will get disturbed. So over here, I what I do is that I go to Instagram. That is one. YouTube is one because I have people that I've subscribed to, and one of the people is Joel. I mean, the one who I'm hosting him now. I can just head on to his channel or maybe his Instagram account, go through the designs that he has done. Recently, I was working on a party flyer, and I saw on his status that he has been designing a lot of, election. All right, so I just got most of my inspirations from there. One, the inspiration could be, okay, the background that he used, okay, probably how did he use that? Okay, the color of the candidate, maybe the attire that the candidate is wearing affected the background or affected the particular font that you use. Oh, okay, this is the font. So at times you ask yourself, you read, you try to understand the designer through asking yourself these questions. You shouldn't just copyright the design. Based on that, okay, the person put the name here, the person used this particular font. I'm going to use this one to come out with my design. All right. I have come to a certain point that at times when I'm designing a church flyer, I always say that that is one thing. I don't know for others. I have four things that I've noted in designs. If you are able to know these four, you are good to go. These four. Number one is your background. So before you do any design, check your background. You have to master it. Your background must speak a lot. Just as Joel said, you saw Bible, okay, that means that it's a Bible studies. All right, so background really talks. And then also the images, the quality of the images that you are going to use. The speakers, you have to get their images right. Sharp images affect the design. Also check the font pairing, the font selection. And then the last one is the color. You have to check your colors. I mean, these four things, if you are able to master them, you are good to go. So these are all things that you can get inspired from through somebody's design, not necessarily copywriting. All right. So I believe Mike App, we have answered your question. All right. So Joel, let me quickly go to the comment section. I mean, there are a few questions that have come, and I want us to wrap up by asking that. Then we will just go to the next one. Okay, so this is coming
All right.
from Adeshe, or yes, Adeshe or Adiye Graphics Agency. So he's asking that, hi, good evening. It's Adeshe Graphics here. My question is, should we reject some pictures if they are not good for the design? So you remember, as I said, the four
Yes.
things. So one, the background, the images, that is the pictures, the font, and then also the colors. These four things really speaks a lot. So he's asking that in case he gets a work from a client and the pictures are no good, should he ignore or should he reject the 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 the, the pictures if um, if they are not good for the design. He really knows that this particular picture is not good for the design. Should he reject the picture?
Yes, reject. It's very important for your own. You have your name to protect, you have your brand image to protect. And mind you, when you have a blur image, it will surely affect your design. No matter how you try, it will surely affect your design. Except you know how to make that image the best that it can be, and it will be useful for you. Want to say that this picture can be useful for me, this picture is blur, just let the client know that, madam, Mr. I'm so sorry, this picture is blur and we won't be able to use it in order to get the best results. And when they keep on insisting, this and that, you must use this picture, we don't have another one. When you use it, remember not to put your watermark on that design. Okay? So remember not to put your watermark on the design, because the viewers don't want to
Okay.
hear
All right. So,
whether
so
their picture or it is your picture. So, but first, most importantly, just reject it. Let them know why you are rejecting it. Okay?
okay. Okay. So if the picture is not
Oh,
good for the design, you should reject. All right. Okay. So let me add up to Adiye Graphics Agency. Now, recently I got a particular work from this client. I mean, there are some images or there are some pictures you can tell for a fact that these pictures are not good if you place them on the design, not in a shape.
mm,
You see, there's some designs that you can put in a shape. Mostly, personally, the reason why I mostly put them in a shape is because the pictures are not good. The pictures are not good for, if you remove the background, at times it can affect the quality of the image very, very, very bad. So
to start
I
cutting like
put
this.
them, yes, exactly. Even if you add color grading, you try to sharpen the image, you can really see that it is not bringing out the beauty of what is in your mind to bring it out. So I
Mm,
would say that if you know that this picture is not good, and then also you know that when you put it in a shape, it is not going to bring out the beauty of the work, just tell them and let them know why the design, let them know why you rejected it. I've rejected a work from a client that I told that the pictures are not good and you should go to any studio for a good picture. And then he did that. He came out in the next 24 hours. He came out with a very nice picture. And after the design, I showed him that, have you seen that? The beauty of your quality of your picture also determines how beautiful the flyer or the design is. So please, it's very, very important. It's very, very important that I think you should note that. Okay. All right. So this is coming from my own teacher. Yes, he's using this particular say. He says that God really bless you. Yes, he's watching us all the way from USA. Yes, he's my teacher. He said that. And then this is also coming from
thank you very much.
my app. He said that, oh, you just answered my next question. So I believe that the next question that we are about to ask, we just answered it. Okay. So with this, I would like us to wrap up because time is consuming. This particular live section, we call it live series. That it talks about personal branding, talks about how to be creative. It's for all aspects. So it is not always graphic design thing. I mean, we talk about anything, life issue, how you can go about your life issue and all that. So this is one of them. Okay. So you are all welcome. Thank you so much for watching. So Joe, your last words, then we wrap up quick one. I know you are tired. I mean, I've consumed your time. So for your last
Yeah,
words,
no
then
problem.
wrap up.
Basically, my last, what I would like to say to what we have said is that when in the bid of creating inspiration, getting inspiration, stealing other people's design, innovating, being creative, don't forget that when you were born, it was you. against you. You were not born to compete against anybody. So don't try to draw inspiration um in order to be better than somebody. Okay, don't try to draw inspiration from them so that you can create, so that you can be like, what are they even doing sef? I can do it, I can do it better, and all of that. So just do your thing, accept your personal style, accept your creativity now. You know, creativity differs from one another. Accept your creativity, stick to it, develop it, hone it like it is your life, and go on with that. Explore different areas to fill your creativity, to fill your mind, so that you can get better and better day after day. So that way you don't have to be sued for copyright. You don't have to be jailed for getting somebody's design and putting it in your own and changing the name and all of that. You get to just explore. You get to explore, do your thing. You get to design from scratch and enjoy the process. So thank you very much for having me in your event. Thank you very much, Ghana. Thank you very much, my people
We
from
love you so
Nigeria,
much. Love you so
others
much.
from. Thank you
Yes.
very much.
Quick one before you go. I can see that people are now coming. There's a question from this same person. This Mac app guy is really asking a lot of questions. He says that, is it advisable to create backgrounds during your leisure time? During your
If it
leisure
gives
time, that is it advisable to do that?
if it gives you joy, you can actually do that. If it gives you joy, if it's not like, if you call it leisure time and you are under pressure to work, to create background, that means it's no longer leisure time. But if you are enjoying it, if it gives you joy, then you can absolutely, you can create, you can do whatever you want. Personally, there are some designs that I post on my Instagram that I did them based on the fact that I am relaxed, just doing whatever I like, and I was actually enjoying creating them. Meanwhile, some designs, I posted them, they might look fine, but you know, I wasn't convenient creating them. I just had to create them because money must be made, or because deadline must be met. So if you feel like you are enjoying it, if you are enjoying it, yes, you can absolutely do whatever you like. It's leisure time. So whatever you like, just do to enjoy yourself. If you are enjoying this thing, if it's not giving you pressure, just make sure
Okay,
you are
so
enjoying
if I'm to understand, then it means that at times you don't need to wait for a client to design. In your
at
own
all.
leisure time, you can just
Yes,
pick any design at all and try to just play around it. Just try to replicate,
mm,
and through that, I believe that
absolutely.
you become perfect. Yes. And
Yeah.
I
You
think
feel
that
more relieved.
sometimes being
Somebody is monitoring you. You feel more relieved when you are
yeah,
doing it at your own pace. You feel more
yeah,
relieved doing it when you are doing it at your own pace. Nobody is monitoring you. Nobody is waiting for you. So, have you sent the design? Is it there? Is it? So, I think that's really good.
yeah. Thank you so much. So I think that this will be the end of our live series section with Joel Ooreofe, if I'm right.
You don't cry.
Ooreofe,
You don't cry.
Ooreofe. Yes, Joel Ooreofe. So please, he's a wonderful creative designer. I have this thing that I've written it down. You can even read it from the comment section. It is scrolling down there that you can follow you can follow him for more. Okay, yes, you can follow him for more. If you have
Yeah.
any question at all, please don't hesitate to check out us on our social media handles. It is in the description. I have dropped Joel's social media handles, especially YouTube and Instagram. I have the link in the description. Please just click on the link. It will take you to the YouTube platform. He has so many amazing content there. Recently I watched this thing from Adobe Firefly or something. I really loved it. So please go check it out, subscribe, and also follow on Instagram as well. And don't forget to DM him. Please DM him for more creative ideas. DM him. I think you are about to do an online classes. I think so, right?
Yeah. Actually, the
So can you please
monthly.
brief us through? Use some few minutes to brief us through. What is it about?
Yeah. Actually, the online class is for graphic designers who are just starting, getting to enter the industry, okay, or those that already have a skill, they just want it to be better, they need to practice, and then business owners who are trying to, do it yourself, do it themselves. So it will be very useful for those three categories of people to learn. It's basically on how to create simple ways to create amazing flyers and
Mm.
also some brand identity designs. So that's what
Okay.
the class is about, and it will help
Okay.
them
So
gain knowledge
when
on
is it
foreign
free?
grade. And yes, it is
Is it
free.
free?
It's just for 2 days and it is absolutely free.
Oh
The
wow,
next one is
wow.
starting this August. The next one is
So
starting
how can
August.
we join? How can someone join if somebody wants to join?
There's a link in my bio on Instagram. So by clicking
Okay.
that link, you're able to see the class access on top.
Okay.
Then
All right. So please, guys, try to. I've left his link, the Instagram link, in the video description. All right. So just go there. I'm going to also drop the Instagram link to the comment section. I will pin it there. All right. So just click on it and then you go to his Instagram bio, click on it, and then you join for free. Okay. So, guys, thank you so much for staying with us. And Joe, God bless you so much for handling my invitation. I really
thank
appreciate
you.
your work. I thank you so much. I love you so, so, so much. And I believe that
Thank
my Ghanaians also love you. And we
you.
will
Appreciate
be glad to have you again some other time, probably not next month,
it.
maybe the 2 months. When the time is due, we'll communicate and then we know how best we can do. All right.
No
So,
problem, sir.
guys,
I
that
enjoyed my
is
stay.
wow. Wow. Thank you so much. So, please don't forget that you also comment. All right. And then like the video, share. Okay, and please subscribe to the channel. All right, and go and watch more videos on graphic design on this particular channel. Thank you so much, and let me see you in the next episode. Bye.